Bazaz has written perhaps the first history of Kashmir's freedom struggle.
I cannot say that actually he was a Kashmiri nationalist or not.
He and my father differed on the point of accession.
They urinated in his mouth. Kashmiri Pandits.
Kashmiri Pandits and Kashmiri Muslims have competed with each other throughout its history. Till the 30s and even close to partition, the competition was unequal. Pandits were close to the Dogra rulers and were their administrators. Muslims, the majority community, were the deprived class. Prem Nath Bazaz, who became one of the closest comrades of Sheikh Abdullah, the National Conference Patriarch, was one of the few Kashmiri Pandits who accepted this, took a stand against it in a fact-finding report, and even backed the right to self-determination till his death. His position, however, was independence was best, but if Kashmir had to be with India, it could only be with Kashmiris' consent. But there are twists in the tale.
Bazaz Sahab was the person who said that what Muslims are saying is absolutely correct. Their grievances are correct and need to be fulfilled. This became public, and Kashmiri Pandits, even Bazaz Sahab was beaten by them.
Really?
He had to leave his residence. He could not live in a Pandit-dominated locality. They urinated in his mouth, Kashmiri Pandits.
The Chinar is still standing where Sheikh and Bazaz met.
When I say Muslims, I don't use it as a faith-based term. I don't use it as an identity mark. I don't use it as a religious denomination. I use Muslim as a political category. Muslims constitute in Kashmir a political category, and it has its definite meaning and definite consequences.
Bazaz is believed to have been one of the key people who convinced Sheikh Abdullah to convert the movement, the Muslim Conference, into a national conference.
Says Sheikh Abdullah that Mr. Jinnah came here. He wanted me to rechange national conference into Muslim conference.
In that context, I cannot say that actually he was a Kashmiri nationalist or not, because of affiliation with Sheikh Abdullah and the way Sheikh he changed the narrative of Muslim conference into a national conference, which actually somehow gave the ray of hope for the entire Kashmir, not only for the entire Kashmir but the entire J&K people.
Some felt it was a brilliant move and an inclusive one. Some felt it changed the DNA of the party to impose a Western political model on the Kashmiri society. Bazaz understood the politics of this place, that it was possible to be part of a single society where the Kashmiri Pandit did not have to be an alien and the Kashmiri Muslim did not have to dominate.
Nevertheless, those suspicions, those doubts, and that skepticism stands. That wasn't this politics, this secular democratic politics, a means to divert or a means to hijack the fundamental movement of Kashmiri Muslims. That political awakening of the Muslims was the outcome of the larger political awakening of Muslims in the subcontinent.
He and my father differed, completely differed, on the point of accession. When you talk of his movement to fight, that was a common movement of fighting against the repressive rule of the Dogras. After that, he changed his course. When the Pakistan and India two dominions came about, he sided at one time with Pakistan. In his mind, it was that that people of this state will not get their due from the Indian government.
But Sheikh Abdullah mentally was not in tune with Pakistanis. He knew that in Pakistan he will not remain. They will try to appease him for some time and then do to him what they did to Abdul Ghaffar Khan. In politics, nothing. Nobody is a permanent friend, nobody is a permanent enemy. And things change. When Sheikh Abdullah came to power in 1947, do you know what he did? First of all, he put Premnath Bazaz into jail. History tells us that both of them wanted power in this garb of struggle.
Friends and foes alike, however, agree Premnath Bazaz was a democrat and a secularist. What is the value of his legacy? Is secularism important for Kashmiris today?
Secularism to me is a principle and it must be adopted. It has to be adopted. If we do not adopt it, how will 20 crores of Muslims live in India?